Let's work on the second one now. Okay, so new one. This time the end result is 3 over x cubed minus 2x squared plus x. And we need to pull this guy apart. So the first thing to do is to factor this one. And notice that everybody has an x. So we'll pull an x out, and then we have x squared minus 2x plus 1. And that guy actually factors as well. We need an x minus 1 and an x minus 1. Okay. Now here's where you need to be careful. So this denominator actually would look like this in factored form. X times x minus 1 squared. Okay, so now remember, that means we're going to do something special. So this one actually has 3 fractions, the x minus 1, and the x minus 1 squared. So when we rewrite it, it's going to be a over x. It is going to be b over x minus 1, and it is going to be c over x minus 1 squared. Okay, so again, not just another x minus 1, but x minus 1 squared. Those are the 3 possible fractions that we would have added together to get to this last result. Okay, so now, once we know what it looks like pulled apart with the a, b, and c, we're going to see what we need to get a common denominator. So if we needed a common denominator, the x would need this guy, right? So it would need the x minus 1 squared, or written out, it would be x squared minus 2x plus 1. Okay. The b needs an x, but also needs an x minus 1. So needs x squared minus x squared minus x, right? An x and an x minus 1. And this guy at the end, the only piece it doesn't have is the x. So now we're going to multiply the whole thing out. So this first one looks like this. Ax squared minus 2ax plus 1a, or a, plus bx squared minus bx plus cx, and the whole thing will be over x times x minus 1 squared. But now, remember what we're going to do from here, now that we've got that denominator, or that numerator all written out, is we're going to start to combine the like pieces. So we're going to put the x squareds together. So I'm going to write that as ax squared plus bx squared, right? That's those two guys, we're done with them. Then we want to put together the x's. And I'm going to line it up again. Instead of writing horizontally, I'm going to write it up vertically. So we have minus 2ax's minus bx plus cx. Okay, that gets rid of that guy, and that guy. And the only other guy left is the constant, which is, in this case is just an a. So we have the x squareds, we have the x's, and we have the constant. Now we go back over here. In the end result, in the numerator, are there any x squareds? There aren't, are there? So we say that there are 0 x squareds. Are there any x's? I don't see any. So there are 0 x's. But how many constants are there? There are 3 constants. Okay, so now it is time for our matrix. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with that word. So we're going to turn this whole thing into a matrix. We're going to leave off the a's, the b's, the c's, the x squareds, the x's, and only take the numbers. So there's like a 1 and a 1. So we're going to go 1ax squared, 1bx squared, and 0 cx squareds equals 0. we're going to go -2, -1, +1 equals 0. And we're gonna go 1, there's a 1 there, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 3. All right, so what we wanna do then is RREF, row reduced echelon form, okay, row reduced echelon form. We gotta plug that matrix into our calculator again, or a new matrix, so edit. This time we've got a 3 by 4, 3, enter, 4, enter. 1, 1, 0, 0, -2, -1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 3. Okay, look at it, look at it, look at it. Okay, second quit to get out of there. And tell RREF, and then tell it what one we want. Okay, and then I end up with 1, 0, 0, 3, 0, 1, 0, -3, and 0, 0, 1, 0. Okay, that look good to everybody? Okay, hopefully that's what you guys all got as well. I feel like there's something wrong with that. Hold on. I think I plugged something in wrong. Now my calculator won't turn on. Okay, hold on, let me look at my matrix again. One, 0, 0, 0, 0, 3. Oh, I did screw up. I screwed up, you guys. I was wondering why there was a 0 in that bottom corner. I screwed up. I didn't check it, apparently. Okay. Now, I knew that 0 looked a little bit wrong, but do you see how would you know, right? I knew that it looked wrong, but you might not know that it looked wrong. So, you know, it's one of those things where you've got to be very, very careful because you don't necessarily know what the answer is supposed to look like, right? Going into it. I knew that having a 0 on the end was going to be some sort of strange thing, so, but be very careful. So it should be a 3, okay? So check again, and it should be a 3. Okay, so that means that A is equal to 3, B is equal to -3, and C is equal to +3. So guess what? We get to come up here and we get to say that our fractions are 3 over x. This is equal to a negative, so we can say minus 3 over x minus 1 plus 3 over x minus 1 squared. Interesting problem, huh? Bunch of 3's. So in order to get this 3 up on the top of that, we had to start with 3's up on the top. So this was the original problem. If we had tried to combine all of those with a common denominator, we would then end up with that. So forward, backwards, forward, backwards. Okay, so as you saw, it's very easy to make a mistake. I very quickly made a mistake and didn't even check it. So make sure that you are very careful when you plug things into your calculator. Okay, let's do one more. So let me stop this one and we'll go to one more.